Do not depend on others for your happiness. No one can make you feel inferior or fulfilled without your consent. Depending on others for happiness places your joy in fragile hands. When approval, attention, or affection becomes the source of your peace, your emotions rise and fall with people's moods, actions, or availability. This dependency quietly weakens self-worth and creates fear of loss or rejection. Happiness is an inside job. Relationships are meant to share joy, not supply it. Relying on other people as the primary source of happiness is common and damaging. It creates emotional fragility, weak boundaries, and a loss of personal direction. When happiness depends on approval, attention, or validation from others, it becomes unstable and easily taken away. Overcoming this dependency is not about rejecting relationships. No, it is about reclaiming responsibility for one's inner life. Taking responsibility for emotional well-being is very important. No one else is responsible for your happiness. Support, love, and companionship can enhance life, but they cannot replace self-respect, purpose, and self-direction. Healthy relationships are partnerships, not emotional crushes. When happiness is internal, relationships become choices rather than needs. You give because you want to, not because you are trying to be filled. People who are not dependent on others for happiness usually have something anchoring them. Work they respect, goals they pursue, principles they live by. Meaning creates resilience. Without it, people seek distraction through others. Developing this inner structure involves setting goals, tolerating failure, and resisting the urge to escape discomfort through external validation. Dependency on others for happiness is not love. It is emotional outsourcing. Overcoming it requires responsibility, self-knowledge, and the willingness to be uncomfortable while building inner strength. When happiness comes from within, relationships improve, confidence stabilizes, and life stops feeling like something that can be taken away at any moment. When you learn to value yourself, nurture your inner life, and live by your values, happiness becomes stable and resilient. Others can add to your joy, but they no longer control it, and they are not supposed to control it. Depending on others for happiness is like handing someone else the remote control to your emotions. Do one thing that nourishes you. Reflect, pray, rest, learn, or act in alignment with your values. Affirm to yourself, my happiness begins with me, and it begins within me. As you build inner fulfillment, relationships become healthier, freer, and more joyful. Love yourself and trust God. Do not depend on any human for your happiness, even though we need each other. May God help us. Amen.